Hello friends, happy to see you all again in this new video. In this video we will discuss about the easy way to find out the zero force member in trusses. Let us go into the video. Here I will discuss two steps to find out the zero force member in truss. The first step is to find out the 3/4 joint. The 3/4 joint is nothing but the joint which is having 3/4. Okay, so we already know each and every member of truss having 1 forces. If we consider the joint having 3 members, that is called as 3/4 joint. Or else if the joint having 2 members and the application of one external load, then that is also called as 3/4 joint. The first step in find out the zero force member in truss is to find out the 3/4 joint. In first step, we already find out the joint which is having 3/4. In second step, we have to ensure whether these 3 forces, out of these 3 forces, any 2 forces must be collinear to each other. Collinear is nothing but if you take the line of action of these force and these force, it is aligned to a single straight line. So these 2 forces is called as collinear forces. In second step, we have to find out this kind of collinear force. Out of these 3 forces, any 2 forces must be collinear to each other. If this is the case, then the force, the magnitude of force in the third member will be 0. I think you all understand this thing. Let's see the second example. This joint is also having 3 forces. Out of these 3 forces, if you see this force and this force having a line of action in the straight line that is aligned to each other, so the force in this member is 0. So this is called as zero force member. Here you see there are 3 joint having 3 forces, but none of the forces are collinear to each other. So there is no zero force member in this example. I think you all understand the method to find out the zero force member in truss. Let's understand this concept with this example. Here you see the typical truss shown in the figure, in which joint D having the force P1 and the joint J having force P2. Okay, in this example we have to find out the number of zero force member in this truss. So as I already explained with you, in the very first step we have to find out the 3/4 joint. Here you see how many 3/4 joint having. B is 3/4 joint, G is 3/4 joint, M is 3/4 joint, and I is 3/4 joint. We have 4 3/4 joint. In this 4 3/4 joint, the member AB having 1 force. Let us take the force AB. FAB, sorry. And this member having force FBE, and this member having force FBC. These 2 forces FAB and FBE are collinear to each other. That means the force in the member FBC is equal to 0. Okay, so then come to the joint G. In joint G, EG and GH are collinear to each other. That means the force in the member FG equal to 0. Then come to joint I, in which the force in member HI and IL are collinear to each other. That means the member IJ having 0 force. In joint M, LM and MN are collinear to each other. That means the joint M, the member MN having 0 force. Okay, now we find out the 1, 2, 3, 4 zero force member in this truss. Is this problem complete? If we clearly observe, this member becomes 0. That means the joint C become 3/4 member. In joint C, AC and CD are collinear to each other. That means the member CE also having 0 force member. Likewise, if we take joint F, this member becomes 0 force member. That means the joint F become 3/4 joint, in which A, FD and FH are collinear. That means FE become 0 force member. Likewise in E, CE and FE become 0 force member. That means the joint E becomes 3/4 member, in which EB and EG are collinear, and the force in the member ED becomes 0. Let's come to this side, in which if you take the joint M, in which Mn becomes 0, that means the joint N becomes 3/4 member. in which Kn and No are collinear. That means the force in the member NL becomes 0. That's it. If you take joint L, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 force member, K also 3 force member, but none of the force are collinear to each other. In joint J, 1, 2, 3, 4 force member, we can't able to apply this step. H also 4 force member. So in this truss, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 zero force member. 8 zero force member. I think you all learned something new in this video. If you like this video, please share with your friends and subscribe to my channel so that you will get notified if I post a new video. Thank you very much.